Good morning friends, good morning students. Today we are going to cover another kind of theory about study about dryer. In previous lecture we have covered Louisiana State University dryer, that is LSU dryer, which was the continuous flow type dryer. But in this case today we are going to study about the rotary type of dryer. So this is the rotary type of dryer which is specially used for very heat sensitive product, that is the vegetables, beans. You can use it for a bean to remove the moisture content up to predetermined level. So one by one we are going to cover what are the components of this rotary dryer and what is the working principle and how it works. So basically before going to start this rotary dryer, one by one I will tell you what are the parts. So this is the long cylindrical drum which is made up of mild steel, which has two ports of opening for giving the vacuum and air duct. Inside of the cylindrical drum we have to keep our product. So the diameter is around 165 centimeter. After that, this is the closed vessel. From here we can close the vessel which is airtight, hermetically sealed. Why hermetically sealed? Because there is a provision to insert a vacuum inside of the rotary dryer. Suppose we are using green vegetable for drying, so for that case we have to put the vacuum inside the chamber. If you are putting the grains inside the dryer, no need to put the vacuum inside the chamber. So this is the horizontal drum in which our food grains are going to place for the drying purpose. After that, this is called as a coil which gives the infrared type of heating to the cylindrical drum. After that, this coil is connected to the heating mechanism where electric supply is given to heat this coil, and due to radiations the drum is going to heat it. After that, it also consists of the chain drive mechanism. From that chain drive mechanism, it is continuously rotating at a speed of 1.5 or less than 1.5 meter per second. This is the speed of this rotary dryer. So this is all about the main component. Once again, chain drive, chain sprocket for drying mechanism. Here motor is provided. After that, heating mechanism, you can come and see that at what temperature you have to heat that. You can also check the temperatures and all these things here. You can increase the heating mechanism. If it is off, then it won't be heated. After that, now we can see that how it works. So you can see that after placing the grains inside the drum, it is continuously rotating with the very slow speed, less than 1 or 1.5 meter per second. Gradually it is rotating. Three main parameters are there on which heating is dependent. First, speed of rotation, temperature of the cylindrical drum, and air velocity. If you are supplying the air velocity from here, then three factors are very important. Now after heating, what will happen? The rotation improves the uniformity in the heating. Suppose one layer heated, then it is continuously rotated. So what will happen in the rotation heating? The grain is not suddenly heated. So moisture will be reduced according to the rate of curve. So what is the rate of curve? Rate of curve means uniform rate of drying. So in this case, one more thing is that we have to keep in our mind that what kind of drying is there. Conduction drying is takes place or convection drying. You can see that from here, radiation drying is takes place. From radiation, heated air are in contact with the drum, so there is a convection. Once drum is heated, then conduction. All three types of drying are takes place: radiation drying, convection drying, and conduction drying. All three types of drying are takes place in rotary dryer. This is the laboratory model. The actual model are somewhat larger in size as compared to the existing model. So this is all about the working procedure of the rotary dryer. I hope that you understand. One thing is that you can also check the temperature if it is working or not working. So you can come and check that what is the temperature range here. Outside temperature also we can see. Yes, it is gradually increasing the temperature. You can see that 36 degree. It is increasing 37, 38. Now it is above the normal room temperature 39. So up to 45 degrees Celsius we can heat the grain. So it is very important for the drying of the grain. And one more thing is that it is a batch type dryer. Yes, then in previous lecture we have seen that the dryers, you can see that 42.3 is the last temperature. Now if we increase the temperature range from here, then you can also say that up to 50 or 45 degree you can heat to the grain. Okay, this is all about the rotary dryer. Once again, this is the batch type dryer. In last lecture we have seen it was the continuous mixing flow. That means here you have to put the grain, close this batch. This is the batch for 30 minutes or 1 hour, whatever it may be. This is the batch wise. But in the LSU dryer, we have seen that it is a continuous mixing flow type dryer. There is no batches. Okay. Thank you one and all.